So welcome to this hybrid Livestream tomorrow interview. We are at the moment in the preparation of the tasks and the competitors and the experts. So we need some minutes that we can start with the competition.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry about this. We had some technical problem that we needed to solve, but for now we're on. So thank you for joining us today during this first online hybrid challenge in water technology. This challenge came to answer a little bit this question that, um, despite the pandemic that is going, we have to keep to not stay doing nothing. We have, in the other hand, to keep innovating and find solution. We cannot meet face to face, but with online, now things are getting much easier thanks to the different software that exists and thanks to the internet infrastructure that is existing in the world. So this is why we created this challenge. So normally, if COVID didn't happen, we should be already now in Shanghai, working in the WorldSkills competition, doing what we like to do. But unfortunately, COVID happened, so we needed to find a solution. We find this, or let's say, we find that a good solution will be to create an online challenge. So it's the same what we do during the WorldSkills competition, but here it's online. For this, we needed to find solution and to create exercise that not only online, because our work is based on hands-on training and hands-on work. So we try to mix different exercise or different tasks. One task, the first task that you see maybe in your screen right now, is the task dealing with the theoretical knowledge that a normal or that a participant or a competitor should have if he wants to work in the water and wastewater sector. The second task that you will see later will deal with the hands-on training. That means some mechanical work. So there is... Okay, one question. I have some question from the participant. Can you catch? So, sorry guys, I'm back. So, you have to bear with us, guys. We're doing everything online. There is a lot of participants with us, 11 participants. We have 14 experts with us from different countries. That means different languages, proficiency in English. We'll try to do everything in English, but there will be some questions that I need to answer from time to time. So I have to cut talking to you guys, the guys watching us live in YouTube, and move to the guys that are in the Teams call. So, yes, I was talking. So we have different tasks. One task is dealing with theoretical knowledge. The second task is dealing with hands-on mechanical work. And the third task is a new solution that we find. It's a software, a simulation software. So we try to simulate a process in the wastewater treatment plant. And in this process, we focus or we try to do phosphorus recovery. We know that how important is it in the actual work, and also this is the future a little bit in the research in the wastewater treatment plant. So we try to create a small process where we simulate a chemical phosphorus recovery, and the participant will have to dose the chemicals without affecting the effluent quality. We will see that later when the exercise will start. So. Now you see different questions that we show for this theoretical knowledge. So we start with simple question. That means everybody should know. I'm not sure. I can't remember even the question that already were asked. But we will go a little bit harder and harder with the question. There is some question that a person should know, so we try not only to focus too much in theory, but there is also, for example, what is for example, what is the sign of a sensor or of a pump or anything in that regard, and normally the participant should know. This is also what we do during the WorldSkills competition that did happen, the one that already happened in Kazan 2019, and we will do the same in next competition in Shanghai next year, and hopefully also in Lyon in 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. So yes, now this is a solution also we're doing. It allows us to have all the ordered participants answering the question. If they answer a question, they get 1 point. If they don't answer the question correctly, then they get 0 point. Normally, the software can calculate, also can give you a score, but as I said, not everybody can read English fast. So that means we cannot judge them in how fast they answer. So we only judge them if their answer is right or not. So that means whatever score you see, guys, after, this is not the score I will give to the participant. Normally, here, the maximum score that can be achieved is 30 points. And the minimal score, like if they don't answer any good question, is 0. But I don't think that this will be the case. So you see, we try to change the question. Sometimes it's related to the sensors, equipment. Sometimes it's related to the process itself. Sometimes you will see in the coming question that is related to the process of wastewater or of the process of nitrification, denitrification. It depends. So we try to give not only focus in one subject. This will allow to really test the participant knowledge, and also to show where he needs to make improvement. Of course, this is what we do today is only for the competitor. We already asked them to take this opportunity to give their best, but not to focus too much on who's winning and who's losing. The idea here is that we train ourselves for the WorldSkills. They get accustomed with the stress of a competition, because as a trainer, I always, when training my competitors or training the people for the WorldSkills, you have always to try to create the same environment that they will have during the competition. That means you cannot train the same. You have to train the same way in order to achieve a good result. In that regard, I was in WorldSkills Kazan, and I knew some participants that were really good, but with the stress, with everybody looking at your shoulders, we were sometimes, for example, in the task for the pump station, where it's a mechanical task, we had more than 50 or 60 people looking at us at the same time, with cameras, with people taking pictures, taking videos, talking over your shoulders, and this creates a stress to the competitor. And even if he's good, now he's been judged, so that can really make him let's say, stupid mistakes where he can lose points easily. And it was the case. So this is why we try now to a little bit, we try a little bit to familiarize with the participant with this kind of question, this kind of task that they will have. Of course, today we could not have a task. Water technology is also related to chemistry, or to the water chemistry, but via Teams, via webcam, it was a little bit difficult to add a task in that regard. So this is why we only focused in theory, software simulation, and hands-on work and mechanical work. It's also, let's say, will be not easy to monitor and also to assess, but there is no, with chemistry lab, you have to have access to the lab, you have to have access to the chemicals you will use, and this can add a risk that we didn't want to add to this to the participant. So we will focus only in this kind of work or of task, and maybe for another time we can add this. So we have already 8 questions out of 30 is already done. So each question, it takes 1 minute to answer, like If you answer it within that time, it's good. If you don't answer it, then you get 0 point. It's considered that you didn't give an answer. So now we're about to finish the exercises or the question. The first tag is about to finish. So at the end, Kahoot normally will show us who won based in the Kahoot algorithm or the calculation. But as I said, we created our own calculation, and it's only based on if the question is right or wrong. Basically, we cannot judge people on how fast they answer the question. And after that, we will move to the task 2. Task 2 is hands-on training. We will use an equipment from Festo Didactic called the Educate PA basic version. So no need to work with software, no need to work with laptop. And we give them an exercise that they need to understand. And we create that there was a problem with the station, that it was clogged, and that they needed to, after cleaning, they needed to put it back. And we gave them a PI diagram that they have to know how to read it. And based on the PI diagram, they will have to fix or solve the problem. There is not only one good answer for this task. So the participant is allowed to think a little bit freely and to bring also his ideas. And we will judge him based on what we see. So we know a little bit what the solutions are. So we can judge him based if he solved the solution and he got the result that we wanted him to get. You will also hear me talking to the expert and participant to prepare them for the task 2. And in task 2, they will create a different breakout rooms. So each room contain one competitor, but sometimes it will be one expert with him from another country, not from the country he comes from, or 2 experts, of course, from the 2 different countries. And they will watch what he does in the webcam camera. Also, we asked the participant to take some pictures using his phone, or to ask the expert that is with him in the room to take pictures of the station, how it looks like, and then, of course, we also to send it as later in order for us to also assess if he solved the exercise or not. So we have two assessments, one based live that the expert will do with him, the expert that is watching him, and there is an assessment that happens offline. It's the one when we receive the pictures, we look at it from different angles, and then we say if he did correctly the exercise or not. So now we're about to finish the exercise. Migo. So just leave it. You just go. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So yeah. So we are finished now. Normally Kahoot will show who won, but I have to talk to the participant. So guys, you finished the Kahoot, but the score you see right now is not the score we will calculate in our result calculation for this event. So here it's based who answered very fast or answered very slow and who answered correctly. But for us, we will focus only on who answered correctly. So now let's move to the second step or to the second task. And now, we already created these rooms, so I will start the rooms where there will be one competitor and one expert, or sometimes 2 experts with him. And please, this is now I'm talking to the participant. Please ask, before you start, ask the expert who's watching you via the webcam if everything is okay, if you could see the station behind you. And also try to stand up, not in front of the station, because if you're in front of the station, between the station and the webcam camera, then the expert cannot see what you're doing. So try to stand either to the side or either stand behind the station. Also, at the beginning, always try to communicate with the expert to ask him if you have a question, ask the expert with you. And the idea behind this task is not to solve all. If you're capable of solving the exercise, solve it till the end. If you're not, just do your best, and we give you the point based in at which point you are or which point you did fix the station. If you fixed it completely and you solved the whole exercise, you get 100%. If you did half of the work, you get 50%. So it's not a white and a black result. It's point. So try to have as many points as possible. And of course, whenever the expert asks you to take pictures, you're allowed to take this picture by yourself. If not, if you don't want or you don't have your phone next to you, ask somebody or the expert that is with you, your expert that is with you in the room. So not in the team's room, it's in the room with you at your facility or at your school, to take the picture and to communicate it to us later. So now I'm talking to the expert. Please, dear expert, you will be in the room with the participant. So I will not be with you the whole time. I will move from room to room to see if there is problem to be solved or if there is question to be answered. But in the meantime, you are responsible of the participant that is with you in the room. So you have to ask him the question if you need. You have to follow the expert guide that I send you. And if you have any question, just talk to him directly. If there is a problem with the language, ask him to ask either the interpreter that is with him or his expert from his country to help you communicate to him. Is that correct by everybody? Is that understandable? I hope it is the case. So now I will start the rooms. It will take some moments, in order to be set up. But after that, if you're inside the room, then you can start working. Also, for the expert, now you can give the exercise for task 2 to the participant. So you're allowed to give them the exercise even before we start officially. So it's no problem. So they can read a little bit, and if they have some questions, then they are ready to ask you the question when the room starts. That's it. I will close my microphone to you guys, start the room, and I will talk to the guys who are watching us on YouTube. So for the guys that are watching us on YouTube, you heard me talking to the expert. We will move to the task 2. And for now, we will let you watch a video about Kazan. This is what we did. So you have an impression. Well, how was it during the WorldSkills 2019? And also after that, you will watch a video about the equipment that we are using during this task. So you can know a little bit how it works and also how to set up this equipment. Thank you very much. See you or talk to you later.
Clean drinking water, a matter of course for most, but an unfulfilled need for far too many people in some regions of the world. However, not only extracting and purifying the scarce resource poses a major challenge, also ensuring sustainable use and guaranteeing environmentally friendly wastewater treatment are important issues.
We need to integrate those skills in the technical education, technical and vocational education, in water technology, whether it's fresh water or the wastewater management, and just simply help by the use of technology to recycle the water.
At WorldSkills, young people in the water technology skill showcase their ability to take on this responsibility. They solve water and wastewater treatment related problems, for example by working on the EDS water management, which simulates the core processes of water and wastewater plants. Competitors also perform troubleshooting in a virtual wastewater treatment plant and conduct maintenance work on a new pump station. Festo didactic learning systems provide the optimal practice-oriented environment to train future professionals for the water sector.
Well, I think first of all we are talking about a new profession, a profession that has been needed very much so in the world. We are lucky to have this kind of profession already in Germany, but our intention is really also to offer this treasure also to the world. So the kind of competencies that we need is also in terms of technology, yes, instrumentation and control, automation technology, but not only, also topics like pumps and mechanical devices. Topics like biology, chemistry, economics. Those are all skills area that we really need to collect under one umbrella and let's say encapsulate that in terms of a profession, and also we can also provide it in terms of upskilling or reskilling for continuing education, or maybe accredited by a ministry so to be offered as an education scheme in one country or another. Well, water technology is a profession that really relates economy and ecology together. It brings quality of life for all in terms of providing access to water for everybody. And this is having an impact on the economy worldwide to make progress for everybody.
Мне нравится то, чем я занимаюсь, потому что от моих действий зависит
Okay. So, hello back again. I hope you enjoyed the 2 videos we showed you. So now we're in task number 3, and the task number 3 deal with number 2. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit stressful here with managing 11 rooms with different participants and different experts. So I'm losing sometimes the count.
Do you have this document now?
I also, so here task number 2, this is dealing with the etiquette PA. The participants have already got the exercise and the task. They have to read it carefully, and then they have to decide what should be done or how they want to solve this exercise. Here you see the participant from Germany, Maren, and she's also been supervised by the participant, by the expert from Brazil, Miss Lorena.
So can I talk
So
to
here
Sepe? Is
we have,
Sepe in your
she has
room?
to be sure that she read the exercise, because sometimes what the student or the participant do is that they don't read the exercise till the end. They just open the first part, for example. They read it quickly, they say, oh, I know this, and then automatically they go in and start working. And then when they move to the second part of the exercise, they find themselves, oh, this is not what they asked me to do. There is another process that I should have followed. And it happens also all the time. So here it's a must that the participant read carefully the exercise from A to Z, and then based on what he needs to understand, then he needs to solve the exercise.
Sepe, I have a question. Could you forward the
So
task, the printout document
she's
to your
now,
expert, to
you see
your
the station is
editor?
easily to manipulate. The pipes are easily to be deconstructed and reconstructed again. So we will watch a little bit, we will leave it, so we can watch it all together. So,
I don't.
hello again.
don't
So now
know
we are with from
what's
another
going
room,
on.
and
Maybe he's struggling
in
with
this,
some problems, or
Hilmar,
he still read the.
Hilmar, just get it. I go YouTube. Yeah.
So maybe he read his task now.
So now we have the competitor from India, and she's Miss Palak. What she's doing now is very good. I see that she read the exercise and she's trying to solve it as it should. I don't know why she's standing in the chairs, but yeah, it's her choice. I hope nothing bad happened to her. And she's a competitor from India, from C.V. Raman University, and she's been watched by the expert from Namibia, Mr. Richard. So everything looks fine. I will check room by room in order to say if there is question to be answered. And I'm really delighted when there is no question to be answered and no problem to fix. Everything is working fine. That's perfect. So now again we're in another room, and this time we are watching the participant from China with an expert from Singapore. So it seems we cannot control this type of. For example, you see that the video is not very clear, but this is why also we try to do our exercise or the exercise. We don't focus in the little things. So even with a bad internet connection and yeah, that an internet not stable, we see that we can a little bit judge, and this is why we want also to have pictures from the participant at the end, because this allow us to have a second judgment. So yes, we'll move to another room. Hopefully the image will be much clearer.
Yes, I think so.
But
I don't know
if it's
he
not, we
only
are still
reads the exercise
capable
or
of judging and monitoring
don't
the
know
participant.
what to do.
Another room. This time the participant is from Belarusia, and the expert who's watching him is from Russia. It's Dimitri, and he's really a good expert that we like to work with. And he was also a participant before during the Abu Dhabi WorldSkills in 2017, and then he became the coach or the Russian expert for Kazan 2019, and also he will be the same for Shanghai. So he knows more about the station. He worked with it as a participant, and now he trained with it. So he's really capable of really monitoring, good monitoring, and the participant, and also help him if there is any questions. You see now the internet camera is quite good. We cannot see the whole station, but it's not a problem, let's say. As I said, and I repeat myself, we are not focusing on the little steps, but more in the overall pictures. And also Dimitri told me that he started the recording of this session. This will allow us also to watch it later, but it's not really necessary if he takes or if he follows the expert guide that we shared with him. So we will move to another room, and hopefully it will be also as good as in this room. So guys, we are now watching the room, another room. We have a Chinese competitor from Shanghai, I guess, University, and we have also the expert is also from China, but from another city, from another district, and another school. It seems that really the competitor is doing really good, from what I see. So that's really promising. And we know that they won already like the gold medals with India in the previous WorldSkills Kazan. And from what I see right now, this is the guy also looks that he knows what he's doing. And I'm really delighted to see that. So we will move to another room to check, because it takes sometimes we move fast to another room, sometimes it takes some time, since we need to. Maybe in the meantime they have some questions that were raised and they have to check with them the technical stuff when it comes to the station or when it comes to the task. So this is why from time to time it takes few minutes to hear my voice again. So see you again in few seconds or few minutes. It depends. So now we are watching also the competitor from India, and also competitor from the expert is from Morocco is watching him. So I see also that the competitor from India is doing quite a good job. Let's see how it will finish. And I hope also that so we'll be able also to have or to do a good job, because I can't remember, but the other participant also, I guess, is from India. She was doing a really good job. So hopefully both they can get some good points, and let's see if they are capable of winning the competition. The last time in Kazan, Mr. Aswata was the winner of the WorldSkills Water Technology. There was 2 gold medals because they got the same point. There was one guy from India and one guy from China, and the third one was from Singapore. Unfortunately, Singapore, they are not with us today as represented by a competitor, but they are represented by an expert because their national skills will be conducted next October. So before that date, they cannot really choose a competitor to represent the country. It's unfair. They have to do the national skills first, choose the winner, and the winner will start to represent Singapore in the water technology competition. So you see now the quality of the camera is good, the internet is stable, so this also help make the life of the experts much easier. And then let's move again to another room. Hopefully, yeah, it will be also the same as we see here. Hello again, guys. So we are now watching another room number 10, and it showed the participant from South Africa and also the expert from Iran. and he seems he's doing also pretty well, and he seems that he knows what he's doing with the station, so that's very good. Also, the expert from Iran is an expert who has who were with us since Sao Paulo 2015, so he also know the station. He also trained with the station. He also uses the station. He's in his daily work at his school, and I don't need to really to explain him what he needs to look for or what kind of let's say mistakes he should be careful with that the participant does, and he also will be able to answer the question if any question rise from the participant. So that's really good what I'm seeing here. I like also that everything is clear, the screen is clear, we can see clearly the station, we can clearly see the person next to him working on it, so that's really perfect. So I will move to another room, probably it's the room number 11 is the last one. There is some participant that they're already finished. Of course, they will not get any point. They will not get any point if they finish earlier or later. For me, what is important is to finish 30 minutes after the start of the exercise. That's what's really important, and I always emphasize this during the trainings and during the discussion with the participant, that they have to take their time, not to try to solve the exercise quickly. They take their time, they work pretty with no stress, and also they try to focus and to read the exercise properly. So I will move to room number 11. Hopefully it will go also as fast as we did for this one. If not, then you will hear my voice and you will go. I think you always between rooms you go to room where there is the participant from Germany and the expert from Brazil. So that's good. Okay, see you guys or talk to you guys in few seconds, few minutes. Depends. So here again, here we go again with room number 11. Is the last room we have. So we have the participant from Russia, Mr. Damir, and also he's been watched by 2 experts, one expert from India and one expert from Japan. Sometimes we put 2 experts together in order for them, because one is more experienced than the other. So the other that is new, for example, the expert from Japan, that will be his first time with us. He see how it's been done and what kind of question or what kind of let's say hints that the experts give to the participant. It seems that the station is working perfectly fine. Judging from the pictures, he solved the exercise, but I have to check it with the pictures that he will send us later. But from what I see right now, he did really a good job. So I go to some other rooms. You will be changed to room number 5 again, and there is some question to be answered in room number 6, if I'm not mistaken. So see you guys later. to the expert and to me. I will write again my email in the chat, and when you send your pictures, please make sure that you add to the email your name, and also to add your, let's say, the country you come from, or which country you're presenting, okay? Because so it will be easy for me to read the email and to know which picture belongs to whom. Let me just type in my email in the So, hello again. We started with task number 3. I guess you already saw a little bit, or you watched a video or saw some slide about this task. So we did task 1, which is theory. Then task 2, which is hands-on training. Theory based, so you need, this is the stuff that you need to know as a water or wastewater operator. Things that you studied either at university or either at high school or either at vocational school where you study. Then after that we did the hands-on training, hands-on exercise or task. So here they had to solve the exercise, and they had to build the station in the way we want them to build in order to solve the problems that initially happened with the initial state of the station. Then we move now to task number 3, and this task number 3 deal with the wastewater process. So we simulate in a waste treatment plant, and we have to do a chemical phosphorus recovery. So we add iron ions to the water, and this will affect the effluent quality of the waste treatment plant. So the idea here, what needs to be solved, is that the participant has to find the right dosage needed in order to reach the target of the total phosphorus maximum that should be done. It should be less than 0.7. Here he will get, if he solves this alone, he gets 1 point. Then, of course, when he gets the dosage that is needed, this dosage 100% will affect the quality of the NH4. And here he also there is a target to reach. So he needs also to do a good polymer dosage in order to have a target value or the value of the effluent less than the target value. Now he gets 2 points. But he can get these 2 points, but it doesn't mean that he did it in a resource efficiency way. So he needs to check or to care about how much chemicals he needs to add in order also to stay below the 100 euros per day, that it should not be that it should be respected. So the number 100 here, we just choose 100 to make it easier for the exercise. Normally the number should be other than this, but when it comes to the target value, we use the target value that we found here, for example, in Germany. So here the participant is checking the graphs, and it shows the total phosphor target that there is in the effluent. It shows the effluent of how much total phosphorus there is in the effluent, and then based on the dosage, she has to find the right amount that needs to be added. The simulation is done in a way that there is 21 days in order to get that the station, the system is changed, and then the simulation works, or we simulate a 7-day after that stage. So in total, it's 28 days simulation. But what we care about is the simulation, the 7-day simulation at the end. So, and automatically the result change. Now we see that the effluent value for phosphor is reached. It's less than 0.7, which means she gets 1 point. But then when it comes to the NH4, you see that is 16.62. That means she will pay a fine if she does that in an actual or real waste treatment plant. So the idea here is that what we try to achieve with this exercise, that there should be a process understanding. So not only the theory, but how the processes work together. It doesn't mean that you solve the problem in problem number 1, that it will not cause you another problem somewhere else. So here you have to have this system thinking when you will be able to really solve all the problem, but without creating additional problem for your process or your waste treatment plant. So that's it. I will move from room to room because I will have to check everybody if the software is working, if the guys are doing a good job. So, and talk to you like in few minutes or seconds as before. So, see you guys later. Okay, hello again. So we see now the screen or room number 3. We have an expert from China, from Shanghai, if I'm not mistaken, and also a participant from China, but from another school. And we see here that he solved the exercise, so he gets the total point possible. You see that the ammonium effluent is less than the target value. The chemical cost is also less than the 100 euro per day that we want him to achieve, and the total phosphorus effluent is also less than 0.7. So that's really, really perfect. It took him 6 minutes, you see, next to his name start. It took him 6 minutes to solve the problem. Normally we take this in consideration, but we don't give it that much point. It's just to make sure that a person who finished first gets a little bit more point than the person that finished, for example, after 30 minutes. So we will move to another room. Here everything is good, perfect. So less hassle for me. So I know go to another room, and hopefully it will be also the same, or at least that the screen is clear, that the screen is shared, and that the participant is giving his best to solve the exercise. Thank you very much. So we are now in room number 4. So we have the competitor from Belarus and the expert from Russia. And we see that he's trying to solve the exercise. He's changing the dosage needed. But unfortunately, till now, he didn't reach the target value needed. So hopefully he will do that in the next 6 minutes. If not, then unfortunately he will get a 0 point in this task. But I saw that he did also quite good in the task number 2 and the task number 1. But in order to win, you have to be good with all the tasks. But this is also their first time. I should remind that the first time using the software, didn't have any tutorials before or anything, so that might be a little bit also tricky and challenging. So for them, it just, as I said, it's a way to familiarize themselves with the software. So I will go to another room and see you later in a few seconds. So we have now the room number 7. It's the participant from Iran and also the expert from South Africa. You see also that he solved the exercise. He reached it in the same time as the participant from China. So that's really good. Hopefully the other participant will do the same. But I'm really, let's say, happy and delighted that many participants could solve this exercise, even that they, with their lack of knowledge of the software or how to use the software, but we try to make the software as easy as possible. So perfect. We go to another room. Hopefully there will be also no challenges, no problems. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have another participant from China who also solved the exercise. That's really perfect. He did it very, very quickly, after 2 minutes and 5. So that's really, really good. And we saw that the target value were reached. And also that the chemical cost was only 95, while in other cases it was 80. Sorry. The chemical cost in this case was 95, so €5 per day less. In other cases, the participant did it with 98. So, but he gets 1 point. So we will check all the numbers after, and we will do a comparison between them to check who really solved the exercise, got the 3 point, but also from resource efficiency, they did very good. So that's really perfect. I really like what I'm seeing right now. So I will move to another room. Hopefully also it will be the same or better. So also I will try to comment on what you see in the screen. Thank you guys. Thank you for bearing with us, for the people that are watching and for the expert. So you finished the task number 3, and I hope all the experts took notes or the score of the participants, how many points they did achieved, and also how long it did take. But it's no problem. Normally I can also access this file after. A message to you guys. Thank you for being with us. Does anybody have any question or any remark or anything to say? If nothing, then I can move on with what I'm talking or what I will say after. So, Mr. Sadiq, are you talking? Do you want to say something? Because okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So is Farid also with us? Because he had also an internet problem. But I think he's with us right now. Yeah, Tsepe have a question. Yes, Tsepe, please. Yes, guys. So let me just mute Tsepe because I can hear myself talk. This today was you had a great time first, and that you learned what we do in the WorldSkills exercise and task, and what kind of stress you will have when you work in this exercise live with a time constraint or a time limit, and how difficult sometimes is it, because as I said, not everybody have good English skills, so that also can affect them. But normally during the WorldSkills competition, we have always or the countries also bring with them interpreter that they make the exercises, translate the exercise in the language of the participant. But nevertheless, today we try to do the same. I sent the task a little bit earlier to the expert so that they can translate it, but they didn't show it to the participant before. They will show it. They show it only when we started the task. It can also be seen, because if it was the case, then I would see that they solved the exercise pretty much quickly or very fast, but it wasn't the case. So, and normally this is what also we ask from the expert, what we ask from the expert, that they should also be fair to their participant, be fair to everybody. The idea here is really to train you guys that you are prepared for Shanghai. So here it's not about winning. For me, the more mistakes you make, the better is it. Because with this, you will be able to learn from your mistakes and to apply what you learned during the next WorldSkills challenge or the next WorldSkills competition in order to win the gold medals. But for now, as I said, it's good for the people. I'm very delighted that there is some people that solved all the exercise. For the people that didn't, please don't feel bad about this. It was your first time using the software. Maybe also your first time was using the Educate PA Basic. You didn't have any training. Some guys, I could see that they are already really, really good with the equipment. So that means they have been trained for the last maybe 6 months or more. So you cannot really compare with them. But you have time. We have 1 year maybe left till Shanghai. So you have enough time for you guys to train as it should. Also to make as much exercise, as much task. You can also have the exercise that we did for Sao Paulo, for Abu Dhabi, for Kazan, and you can also do it by yourself. What I say also, please, when you train or when you prepare, try also to prepare yourself in the same environment that you will have during the competition. So with a little bit of stress, with a little bit of time limit. Don't just train like that, because you can be good, as I said, before the competition or during the training, but when you go to the actual challenge or the actual competition, you will find yourself too much in stress, too much overthinking stuff, and this can really be can make you lose the gold medal or the gold medals, or lose the winning chances. But I also, for the people that will not win the gold medals, there is only one winner or two winners, so it's not really bad. So here what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring different people from different cultures, different countries together. We try to talk or to raise awareness about the water technology skill itself, about the people that are working for the water technology. So the skill labor. We know that worldwide there is a shortage in this labor. Not a lot of young people choose to go to water or wastewater technical schools, and we have to bring or to make the people or the world know that there is a water technology skill that exists, that this is the task that the water technologists have to do or have to know, that we can make or we can help solve this issue of the water sector labor shortage. We also raised awareness about the water itself. Without water, we can have nothing, no industry. Everything is related to the water. So what we are doing here, it's really like not only for today, but it's also for the future of us, for the future of humanity, and the future of this planet. So with this, guys, for the people that are watching us, thank you very much. I hope you could bear with us. It was challenging. Different time zones, different participant, different expert. So I hope you could enjoy. We are still looking for participants from other nations to join us. We are now 15 or 17 countries registered for Shanghai. We hope that it will be more for either we are still possibilities, there are still possibilities for countries to join. If not, let's work to bring you in for Lyon 2024. So with this, guys, I wish you have a nice day, nice evening. It depends where you are, from where you are watching us. And hopefully you will hear and see from us in the future. Of course, if you have any question or any remark or any comments, please do not hesitate to share this with us, either with the Festo colleague or directly to us. You can find us at in the website adiro.com or in the YouTube channel in the comment section. So we will make our best to get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I hope you had enjoyed your time with us. Of course, before I forget, I need you to connect in Thursday, because in Thursday we will decide the winner. That's the most important thing. So hopefully in Thursday we will meet at 10 o'clock German time. So, and then we will meet for 45 minutes maximum in order to talk what we did, to hear from you guys also, and to decide the winner. But you will receive from me the link, and of course, the people that are watching us, we will have another live where we will decide the winner. So, thank you very much. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and wish you all the best. Ciao.